Andy Austin here, up in somebody else's attic with a little rant about mental health. This is the Prince Harry generation and younger who are ever diluting the concept of mental health. And as they then get into positions of authority and influence, then it gets ever more diluted. There was a time when mental health referred to people with psychiatric, organic brain malfunction. Things like your severe schizophrenias, things like bipolar, proper illnesses, where there is a thing that has gone wrong. You can do all the therapy in the world. Potentially the medication is going to work a lot better. Now is everything from the child was disciplined. They've damaged his mental health. The person used the wrong pronouns. Oh my goodness, the mental health consequences. Everything now is mental health. It's the new catchphrase. Now I don't think there's anything that anyone can do without risking affecting somebody's mental health. Now, is anyone allowed to have a thought that troubles them slightly, a feeling that disquiets them somehow, without it being branded a mental health issue? We have people who go off sick because they were offended by something somebody said at work. We have people who can't go to school anymore because the pronouns, won't somebody think of the pronouns? Everything has become mental health. There's a report that came out this week asking for better medication. We need more medication because the suicide rates increase. That's real mental health. And more people are depressed. Real mental health. But the question I have is how many of those people are not getting treatment, not because there's not enough mental health services, although that's probably true, but because the services are so overwhelmed with things that aren't mental health psychiatric issues. Now, meanwhile, we can keep pushing on improving mental health, which generally, in my book, looks like this. Give more medication to more people more frequently at greater variety and bigger doses, and subject more people to therapy, which is probably fucking useless. That's what mental health provision looks like to me, because I've seen it. I've seen how bad the field is. Rather than look at, okay, if all of these illnesses, these mental health issues are increasing, is it a definition issue? And also, what are we doing in society and our culture that is going so fucking bad that everyone is losing their minds? And surely we need to readdress what we're looking at in terms of what's happening within culture than just drugging more people and giving more people more therapy. Because I can tell you, from where I'm sat right now, it doesn't look like it's working. Look how many new therapists are qualifying every year, whether they're aromatherapists, hypnotherapists, tappers, whether they're NLP practitioners, and across the board of all the counselling and CBT, as well as the orthodox mental health services. There's more of them every year, and yet mental health rates continue to get worse. And we also have all of the self-help books and the great awareness campaigns of people tipping buckets of water on their head and doing other stupid stuff because apparently that helps things, and still it's getting worse. There's a few things going on here that won't be solved by therapy and medication. And no matter how much people like Prince Harry, how much Prince Harry goes on Oprah to talk about his truth, my truth, and no doubt on his Twitter page soon he'll have his pronouns on there, and we pander to stupidity and brand stupidity to be some kind of mental health thing we must fulfill and cater for and care for. It's all gone mad. As always, I'd love to hear your thoughts. Stick it in the comments section below. Let me know what you think. If you have any great examples of the kind of mental health madness where there's this ever diluting of what really is mental health, so we can just overwhelm mental health services with stuff that does not need therapizing, stick it in the comments section.